Seniors, 3 vegetables you should never touch, and 3 you must eat. Have you ever paused, just for a moment, after standing up from your favorite chair and noticed how your legs don't feel quite as steady as they once did? Maybe there's a small wobble in your knees, a slower push off the ground, or even a faint soreness that wasn't there a few years ago. It's easy to think, well, that's just aging. But what if part of the problem is on your plate? For decades, we've been told to eat our vegetables, and for good reason. Most are nourishing, protective, life-giving. But here's something you may not have heard: not all vegetables support you equally as you age. Some, while healthy in theory, might quietly sap your strength, strain your joints, or even interfere with balance and blood flow, especially in your legs, the pillars of your independence. As a physician who's walked this road alongside many seniors, I've seen how the right foods can restore what time tries to take, and I've also seen how some healthy choices do more harm than good. So in today's video, let's sit down together and gently uncover the vegetables that protect your legs and the ones you may want to leave behind. Let's begin this journey together. Part 1. Marm. The quiet strengtheners. 3 vegetables that restore and reinforce aging legs. 1. Broccoli, the green architect of circulation and bone stability. I've often told my older patients, don't underestimate the quiet ones. And broccoli is exactly that: humble in appearance, but powerful in what it can do for your body, especially your legs. Broccoli works in silence, nourishing the very systems that keep us upright and moving. One of its most remarkable benefits is its impact on circulation. As we age, our arteries tend to stiffen, making it harder for blood to flow smoothly to our legs. Poor circulation means less oxygen reaches the muscles, and that translates into weakness, fatigue, and even numbness in the feet and calves. But inside each little green floret is sulforaphane, a natural compound that helps keep blood vessels flexible and reduces inflammation. It also encourages the body to produce nitric oxide, which helps widen blood vessels, easing blood flow throughout the body. A smoother flow means stronger, more energized legs. But broccoli doesn't stop there. It is also rich in calcium and vitamin K, both essential for strong bones. For seniors, maintaining bone density is not just about preventing fractures, it's about preserving independence. If a leg breaks, it changes everything. But if bones remain strong, every step is a quiet victory. One of my patients, a 78-year-old named Linda, had frequent nighttime leg cramps and was growing fearful of even walking down her front steps. We looked closely at her diet, and she rarely included cruciferous vegetables. Together, we made a plan. She began roasting broccoli with olive oil 3 times a week. Over the next few months, her cramps reduced, her steps became steadier, and her confidence returned, not because of a pill, but because of a vegetable. Even for your mind, broccoli gives. It contains lutein and choline compounds linked to better memory and cognitive sharpness. When the brain is sharper, the coordination between your legs and mind becomes smoother. You walk with clarity, not hesitation. So how should you eat it? Lightly steamed or roasted, never boiled until mushy. Try pairing it with garlic, lemon, or bell peppers to boost nutrient absorption. Even better, add a pinch of mustard seed to enhance sulforaphane content. Broccoli may not speak loudly, but in every bite, it whispers strength into your bones, blood into your legs, and clarity into your mind. 2. Spinach, the leaf that revives blood flow and mental sharpness. If there's one vegetable that has quietly healed more aging bodies than most realize, it's spinach. Soft, deep green, and almost modest in flavor, yet its effects ripple through nearly every part of the body, especially the legs. Spinach is packed with natural nitrates, potassium, and magnesium, all of which support better circulation. As we grow older, our blood vessels need help staying open and relaxed. Spinach helps do just that by enhancing nitric oxide production. The result: more oxygen reaches your legs, your heart pumps more efficiently, and fatigue becomes less of a daily burden. But the magic of spinach doesn't stop at blood vessels. This leafy green is rich in non-heme iron, which is essential for hemoglobin, the molecule that carries oxygen through your blood. Without enough iron, the legs tire quickly and the brain feels foggy. That's why I often encourage pairing spinach with a squeeze of lemon or a few slices of orange to help the body absorb that iron more easily. There's a deep connection between the mind and how the body moves. Spinach nurtures both. It contains lutein and folate, which are linked to sharper memory and slower cognitive decline. In one notable study, seniors who ate leafy greens like spinach regularly had mental performance equivalent to people 11 years younger. And here's something many don't expect: spinach supports your eyes too. Lutein and zeaxanthin act like sunglasses from within, protecting against macular degeneration and helping you navigate dim spaces or nighttime paths safely. That's not just eye health, it's fall prevention. For those managing blood sugar, spinach is a gentle ally. It helps smooth out glucose spikes, thanks to its magnesium and fiber content, and it's extremely low in carbs, meaning it offers energy without the crash. Even your digestion benefits. The fiber in spinach keeps the bowels moving and feeds the good bacteria in your gut. That's no small thing. Constipation is common in older adults and often silently undermines overall well-being. One of my longtime patients, George, used to rely heavily on meat for strength, but at 82, his energy waned and his blood pressure crept up. We made a simple switch, sautéed spinach with olive oil and garlic 4 times a week. After 6 weeks, his energy improved, and so did his lab results. He even joked, "I feel like Popeye again." Spinach doesn't just sit on your plate, it moves through your system, reinforcing the very functions that make walking, thinking, and living easier. A half cup cooked most days is enough. Blend it into a smoothie, toss it into eggs, or stir it into soups. The form doesn't matter. The habit does. Lana 3. Carrots, gentle defenders of vision, coordination, and energy. Carrots may not be exotic or flashy, but their power lies in consistency. For seniors especially, carrots are like a daily dose of protection, supporting vision, nerve function, and blood sugar balance, all of which are essential to keeping your legs moving and your body in rhythm. At the core of a carrot's benefit is beta-carotene, a pigment that your body transforms into vitamin A. This vitamin isn't just good for the eyes, it's critical for seeing well in low light. For aging adults, nighttime vision is often the first to decline, and it's at night when most falls happen. Better vision means better awareness, and better awareness means fewer dangerous stumbles, but carrots go beyond sight. They also support the nervous system, preserving the delicate communication between your brain and your limbs. When that connection is strong, your steps are smoother, your balance steadier. And that matters. Every fall we prevent is a step closer to continued independence. Carrots are also surprisingly kind to your heart. Their fiber helps lower cholesterol, their potassium calms blood pressure, and their low glycemic load makes them a safe, sweet option for those watching blood sugar. They satisfy the craving for something crisp and sweet without causing a glucose spike. I remember Irene, 75, who told me she had a carrot moment every afternoon, just one, sliced and dipped in hummus. It kept her from reaching for cookies. Over time, that tiny shift helped her manage her weight, stabilize her energy, and sharpen her vision. She said she felt safer walking at dusk, just from seeing the path more clearly. And yes, carrots nourish the skin, too. Vitamin A helps your body repair the first barrier to infection, your skin. For older adults with fragile skin or slow healing, this small boost can make a big difference. Whether grated into oatmeal, roasted with thyme, or simply eaten raw from the fridge, a carrot a day is a gentle yet powerful gift to your whole body. It's easy to think of these vegetables as minor players, but in truth, broccoli, spinach, and carrots are daily reinforcements for your circulation, balance, vision, and energy. They are not just side dishes, they are partners in your journey to keep moving, thinking, and living on your terms. Part 2. The hidden saboteurs, vegetables that quietly weaken your legs. 1. Eggplant, a beautiful vegetable that can stir joint discomfort and digestive strain. Eggplant is the kind of vegetable that looks wholesome, deep purple skin, tender flesh, and a place in many favorite dishes. But for some older adults, this nightshade vegetable may not be the gentle friend it appears to be. Eggplant contains a compound called solanine, a natural chemical defense found in nightshades. In healthy doses, solanine isn't harmful to most people, but in some seniors, particularly those with arthritis, neuropathy, or sensitive digestion, it can provoke subtle but consistent inflammation. It doesn't scream its damage, it whispers. A bit more stiffness in the knees, a touch more aching in the fingers, a heaviness in the joints that didn't used to be there. One patient of mine, Mrs. Ellison, had been eating eggplant regularly in her grilled vegetable medleys. She never suspected it could be contributing to her worsening arthritis. After a month of removing eggplant from her meals, the improvement in her joint pain was significant. No miracles, just less morning stiffness. That was enough to make walking to her mailbox easier again. Eggplant also contains oxalates, which may increase the risk of kidney stones in those predisposed, and its spongy texture makes it highly absorbent to oil, meaning fried or sautéed eggplant often carries a hidden load of fat that taxes the heart and waistline. Even for digestion, eggplant can pose issues. Some seniors experience acid reflux, bloating, or gas after eating it, especially if their digestive systems have become more delicate with age. This doesn't mean eggplant is toxic, but if you've noticed joint flare-ups or stomach discomfort after eating it, your body may be sending a quiet message. There are many other vegetables that bring comfort and nourishment without the side effects. Sometimes, letting go of what no longer serves you is the most healing choice you can make. 2. Green bell peppers, unripe. Irritating and often misunderstood, green bell peppers are crisp, colorful, and widely used in everything from salads to stir-fry. But what many people don't realize is that they are simply unripe versions of red, yellow, and orange bell peppers. And that immaturity matters especially to the aging digestive system. Unlike their sweeter, fully ripened siblings, green peppers are harder to digest. Their walls are tougher, and their taste more bitter. For older adults with slowed digestion or acid reflux, green bell peppers can be a trigger. They often cause bloating, burping, and in some cases, heartburn. The discomfort is subtle but persistent, like a little storm brewing in your belly after a meal. One gentleman I worked with, Mr. Campos, loved stuffing green peppers for dinner, but he always complained of pressure in his chest afterward. We switched to red bell peppers instead, and the problem vanished. It wasn't the recipe, it was the ripeness. Nutritionally, green peppers also offer less than their ripened counterparts. They have fewer antioxidants, less vitamin C, and significantly lower levels of beta-carotene. For seniors trying to make every bite count, green peppers give back very little. And like eggplant, green bell peppers are also part of the nightshade family. While the science is still mixed, many people with arthritis or chronic inflammation report worsened symptoms when consuming nightshades. In clinical practice, I always tell patients your experience matters more than the label. If green peppers leave you feeling gassy, sluggish, or achy, consider letting them go. There are brighter, sweeter, and gentler peppers waiting in their place. 3. White potatoes, the comfort food that often misleads. White potatoes boiled, mashed, baked, or fried have a special place in many of our memories. Warm, filling, comforting. But for older adults, they come with a cost that's often overlooked. Despite being a vegetable, white potatoes act more like refined carbohydrates. They're made up mostly of starch that breaks down quickly into sugar in the body. That rapid digestion leads to blood sugar spikes, which are followed by sharp crashes. For seniors with prediabetes, diabetes, or energy issues, this roller coaster is especially dangerous. I recall a patient, Susan, who would enjoy baked potatoes several times a week. Her blood sugar readings were erratic, and she always felt tired an hour or two after meals. We replaced her potatoes with roasted sweet potatoes and steamed cauliflower. Within a month, her glucose levels were more stable, and her afternoon fatigue had eased. White potatoes also lack fiber, are low in antioxidants, and offer minimal vitamins compared to other vegetables. Yes, they contain some potassium, but not enough to outweigh their drawbacks. And when stored improperly, when they sprout or turn green, they produce solanine, a toxic compound that can cause nausea or headaches. Seniors who store food for longer periods may unknowingly consume these toxins. Potatoes aren't inherently bad, but they should be occasional treats, not everyday staples. Consider switching to fiber-rich legumes, mashed cauliflower, or roasted squash. These choices give you energy, not crashes and stability, not inflammation. The truth is, none of these vegetables are evil. They've simply outgrown their place in certain bodies. What served us well at 30 may not suit us at 70, and that's okay. The body changes. Our needs shift. The key is learning to listen to respond with kindness and wisdom. Choosing vegetables that work with your body rather than against it is not about fear. It's about honoring the vessel that carries you each day, especially your legs, your balance, your freedom. Let's now close this journey with a gentle reminder of what it all means. Are you ready for the final thoughts and inspiration? As we grow older, the big decisions in life often become simpler. We realize that it's not the grand moments, but the small, everyday choices that shape how we feel, how we move, and how we live. And among the quietest, yet most powerful of these decisions is what we place on our plate. The legs that carry us, the joints that support us, the circulation that fuels our walk through life, they all respond, day by day, to what we feed them. When we choose vegetables like broccoli, spinach, and carrots, we're not just nourishing the body, we're making a promise to stay strong, steady, and self-sufficient. These vegetables speak the language of clarity, energy, and balance. And when we gently let go of foods that no longer serve us, eggplant that stiffens, green peppers that irritate, white potatoes that spike and crash, we're not giving up tradition. We're making room for wiser habits. We're choosing comfort that uplifts, not comfort that clouds. So the next time you prepare a meal, I invite you to pause. Ask yourself, will this nourish my legs? Will this help me stand tall and move with ease? Will this help me enjoy my walk, my garden, my grandchildren? You don't need to change everything overnight. Even one small swap, a serving of greens, a carrot instead of chips, a bowl of lentils instead of fries, can ripple outward and brighten your days ahead. If this video has helped you, I would love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and tell me what's one vegetable you're going to add or remove from your meals this week. And if you found this message meaningful, please share it with someone you love. Because every shared step toward better health is a step we take together.